What? Okay, it's happening.
Well, we finally got the first Godzilla Minus Zero teaser trailer. Granted, it's only 48 seconds, but as a typical nerd, it's time to break down every millisecond of this. Before we get into it, probably the biggest speculation around this movie is what monster is Godzilla going to be fighting in this sequel. And although we don't get a 100% answer on this, there's a very obvious clue that we're going to be breaking down here. The trailer begins by showing the aftermath of Ginza after Godzilla absolutely decimated this part of the city. An English voiceover explains, if their mission fails, maybe we'll finally get to use it. What exactly is it? A new weapon? Could we be seeing the oxygen destroyer? Or are the Americans somehow in control of another monster? Who knows? I guess we're going to have to wait and see. We get texts explaining that now it's 1949 and 2 years have passed from the first film. I'm curious if Godzilla has been seen since 1947 or if he's going to be re-emerging for the first time in this sequel. We then see footage of an attempt to bomb Godzilla in the middle of the ocean. Another American voiceover says, abort third drop. I'm not sure if it's the same character who was speaking at the beginning of the trailer. We see in this photo it says target G, so are they using the weapon that the guy was talking about at the beginning of the trailer here? The other text said Sagami Bay, Hibiki DD, and Tukikazi DD. Sagami Bay is where Godzilla is believed to have been destroyed in the last film. Either this is footage of Godzilla being destroyed in the last movie or footage of him reawakening in the new one. And we know this is still coming from the Americans' perspective since all of the notes are written in English. We see Akiko taking a nap and Noriko is watching over her. She's crying and is clearly still recovering from her injuries in the other movie. And I can't be the only one who looked at Akiko's plush and was like, is that Mothra? But us Godzilla fans love to see things where they aren't. Noriko still has a bandage over her eye almost 2 years later, so unless this is a flashback, I'm assuming she's not going to get her sight back. And it probably serves as a physical reminder of the mental and emotional toll that she still isn't recovered from after the attack in Ginza. But the big question that I think most fans have on their mind is what exactly was that black goo moving around under her skin at the end of the last movie? And as a lot of fans have theorized, is she going to mutate into the new monster that Godzilla faces? Is she going to be the new threat that Koichi has to destroy? I mean, shit, talk about adding insult to injury, bro. Give this guy a break. However, even though it's possible that Noriko is gonna evolve into some Biollante type monster, the next scene hints against that and pretty much reveals who the monster that Godzilla's facing is gonna be. We see Koichi flying another plane, and he's navigating through a bunch of buildings that seem to have had their gravity manipulated and are just floating through the air. We see a blue aura surrounding them, which suggests that this is the work of a monster's powers. And when I see this, there's only two kaiju in the Godzilla series that come to mind: Space Godzilla, or more likely, King Ghidorah. While we've seen both of these monsters use gravity attacks in the past, I think it's just clear that this has to be King Ghidorah. He's the more iconic monster, he's Godzilla's arch enemy, and Space Godzilla in a second film in a series seems kinda out there. And you're probably thinking, dude, King Ghidorah and Space Godzilla are both aliens. What makes one more far-fetched than the other? We're clearly going full sci-fi in this sequel, so why couldn't it be Space Godzilla, right? And while it's true they both are threats that come from space, Space Godzilla is a clone of Godzilla, essentially, and you would have to explain a lot more as to why there's some alien Godzilla floating down from the sky than some random alien space dragon. A lot of fans are gonna be disappointed by either of these options, though. One of the main praises of Godzilla Minus One was how gritty and grounded it was and how it made Godzilla seem truly terrifying. There's obviously gonna be fantastical elements in a kaiju movie, but going full on sci-fi with extraterrestrial threats doesn't necessarily seem in line with the tone of Godzilla Minus One. I think a lot of people wanted something more simple like Anguirus, Rodan, even Mothra, compared to an alien threat in the second movie of this series. And another issue I've seen that people will have if it is King Ghidorah is that they're kind of sick of King Ghidorah. He's in so much media already, why do we need him again? And with all the fan speculation about Noriko potentially turning into Biollante, why not go that route? It makes the plot a whole lot more personal if one of the threats our heroes are gonna have to face is one of their own loved ones that has evolved into a monster. And while I can understand wanting an Earth-based simple monster or something that's a lot more personal to the main cast, I think I can reason why King Ghidorah is gonna be employed in this movie. One, Yamazaki has already revealed that he's his favorite monster besides Godzilla, so it makes sense that as the director of arguably the most critically acclaimed Godzilla film in the entire series, that he was given carte blanche to kind of do what he wants. And two, from a marketing perspective, King Ghidorah is one of the most iconic kaiju in history, and definitely in the top 4 or 5 monsters in the Godzilla series in terms of recognizability. So even though I usually hate catering to normies, this is a situation where you can have your cake and eat it too. It's a way to pay homage to the iconic characters of this franchise whilst introducing King Ghidorah to a new generation of fans who just hopped on the bandwagon after Godzilla Minus One. Again, this is all based off of a 48-second trailer, and I'm breaking down like 3 seconds of footage with gravity beams. But if King Ghidorah is in this film, I think Yamazaki has earned our trust, and honestly, just let him cook. I have faith in whatever he's gonna do with that. There's a small little clip of some of the debris crashing back to Earth, and, you know, it looks like it's gonna crush some people. And then we get the money shot of Godzilla rising out of the water, and holy shit, the king looks amazing.
I'm about to bust.
After regenerating, he's got a ton more spikes all over his body, especially it's pronounced in the shoulders, and holy crap, dude, this design looks awesome. I can't wait to get a clear look at his face. Then we get the logo and title reveal, which we've already seen, but the last shot in the trailer, we see Godzilla casually strutting by the Statue of Liberty, so I guess that confirms he's gonna throw down in New York. Like, hell yes. We haven't seen Godzilla in New York since 1968's Destroy All Monsters. No, I'm not counting that 1998 piece of shit. Fuck off. It's still a piece of garbage. I don't want to hear it. And as an American Godzilla fan, this is one of the coolest novelties in a Godzilla film, is seeing him destroy American locations. For the longest time, he pretty much was just in Japan or other international spots, so I love it when he comes to America and fucks shit up. So yeah, that's the teaser trailer. I hope we get a little bit more revealed in a couple months, but honestly, the more I don't know about a film, the more I usually enjoy it. I'm totally fine in this day and age of everything getting spoiled and a bunch of leaks coming out that we don't 100% know what's going to happen, and honestly, I kind of hope they keep it that way. I feel like a little kid because we're living in the golden age of Godzilla, and when I was growing up in the early 2000s, I would have never believed you if something of this quality was going to be released from the Godzilla franchise, and November can't come soon enough. But those are just my thoughts. I want to hear yours. Did you enjoy this teaser trailer? Which monster do you hope Godzilla's fighting? Do you agree with me that you think it's King Ghidorah, or am I way off and it's obviously some other monster? Let me know. Thank you so much for sticking with the video this long. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. My goal is to reach 5K subs, so any help is greatly appreciated. I'll see you all in the next one, and I can't wait for this movie to come out.